Hatem, great to see you. Thank you so much for being here. So, inflation, it was the big I on the cover of Barron's this weekend. What do you think? What's your outlook here?
I mean, thank you for having me, Nicole. We're restarting the economy after really shutting it down. So there's so much pent-up demand. The virus is basically gone here in the States. And as a result, I think people want to get back to life, get back to doing things. And you're going to see an uptick in inflation. And is it going to last? I don't think so. I think some pockets like travel, like going out and so forth, or restaurants especially, will just see some inflation, and it's part of of reopening the economy. But I don't think it's going to stay for too long.
So you think it's more just passing, not permanent, huh? So
Right.
How does everything move along with this? You expect some volatility here, I guess, because there's things that seem to be starting and then stopping. I mean, even the jobs picture seemed to be so much better, and then now not necessarily so, but that's because of a labor shortage, right?
Right. We're hearing a lot of, is anecdotal or not, that people can't find workers. Restaurants have to pay higher prices for labor, and that's also going to lead up to some more inflation. But ultimately, we need workers to get back to work, and we need to be able to pay them more so they can go and spend more money. So that's really part of reopening the economy, and we just got to work through it. On the market side of things, you're seeing kind of a trade towards more of the reopening of the economy. So like your high growth stocks have done really well last year, really are seeing a bit of the steam kind of coming out of them, and really moving towards the MGMs and the Disneys and things really that will do well when things reopen.
I know you're focusing on some names here, shelter names, right, that have to do with housing. All of these things could be tied into how inflation moves and what we saw from CPI. You have Lennar, Nvidia, and even crypto. Tell me a little bit about each one. Why are these names that are picks for you, right?
Yeah, full disclosure, we own all three. We like home builders. There is definitely a movement happening in the country. People are moving different cities, different places, and we had a shortage of homes to begin with. So Lennar is really kind of a great player to do about 50,000 homes a year. And they're really switching to a growth play from a traditionally kind of a cyclical play. We need about 1 million homes a year in this country. They do about 50,000. And also, I think all of the home builders will benefit from this. Crypto is also another place. I think this weekend was really interesting with Elon and his tweets, and I think a lot of the Tesla crew is mad at Elon. But ultimately, this is an asset class that's just new, and I think is here to stay. So you wanna have an allocation to it. Maybe not a lot, but a little bit of 2-3% of your assets in it, because long term is here to stay. And Nvidia is really kind of I think it's the new oil. Your previous guest was talking about commodities and so forth. We're moving towards a digital world, and you need to have the data has been created at great numbers, and Nvidia is really kind of in the middle of AI, connected driving, video gaming, even crypto mining. So they're really kind of at the core of all these new innovation, new things are happening. So we think of it as really as a core holding for all of our portfolios, basically.
And as far as Nvidia goes, is it the whole group, or is it really more Nvidia?
We like Nvidia because they touch a lot of these different sectors, so they're very well diversified. They made a really interesting acquisition of ARM Holdings, still going through pending regulatory approval. But the core sector, I think we have 500 billion in chips in 2020. That's the market, set to double by 2030. So we're talking about $1 trillion market, and Nvidia is going to be a big part of it. There is some other players like Intel and AMD who are doing some cool things, but for us, Nvidia is really the place the one you want to own.